afternoon, and guess who's just had an ASDA delivery? I ordered it yesterday and it's here already. If you're new to my channel, I don't drive, but one of my shopping strategies as a non-driver is every so often I just bulk buy heavy non-perishable items. And I'm also a working musician and I've got a gig later, but we'll come to that in a bit, because now I'm just going to quickly show you what I bought and tell you how much things were, and then we shall get on with my day. I'm going to start off with my frozen things so I can quickly put them in the freezer. These ready meals, they're 90 pence, frozen ones. I mean, I can't even fit them all in my freezer, so some of them will go in the fridge and I'll just eat them quite soon, or my daughter will anyway. Cheese and tomato pasta, 90 pence, got 2 of those. Got macaroni cheese and a beef lasagna, that's my daughter, she eats meat and I don't. And the last thing in the frozen section for £2.40, these frozen blueberries, and I think they're the nicest that I've had. Next, onto the heavy things now. For 2 litres of Vimto, £2.50, that's the no added sugar, so I've got 2 of those just to stock up on it. Now these are a substitution. My favourite pop is Fanta Orange Zero, but they've sent Tango Orange Sugar Free. I'm not sure I'm going to like them, but I accepted them. So this actually cost me less. It would have been £7 for 2 if I'd have got the Fanta, but it was actually £6.70 for 2 with the Tango. So fingers crossed on that one. Also, I stocked up on the Pepsi Max Cherry, which was £10.50 for 24 cans. So that works out at 44 pence per can. That price is creeping up, but it's still much cheaper than just buying one off the shelf in a corner shop, so that's what that's about. For £2.50 I got the Italian style ASDA's own coffee, and it's perfectly fine in my opinion, and if you watch my channel a lot you'll know I'm a bit addicted to coffee. Moving on, my dairy-free milk collection. My other half has gone on to oat milk now exclusively. He's decided he wants to reduce his soya consumption, so I am stocking up on oat for when he's around, and to be honest I prefer it. It's just, look at the price difference, 55 pence versus nearly 3 times as much. So these are £1.45. They're the Asda's own oat barista. For some reason it says keep me chilled, so luckily for me I have an enormous fridge with loads of space, so I can no problem keep them all chilled. But if you had a smaller fridge you might not want to bulk buy them so much if they genuinely need to be kept in the fridge. I don't think I did last time. Anyway, £1.45, so that's a lot cheaper than a lot of the competitors, and this was actually a substitution, and I was charged £1.50 each for these, so I'm a bit confused about how much they would have otherwise cost, and I hadn't noticed this brand before, but I'll give them a go. And this, tried and trusted, Asda's own unsweetened soya drink, 55 pence a carton. So I have this in tea and that in coffee basically. You can use that in coffee if you put a pinch of bicarb in it, just a tiniest hint, and it stops it curdling. But I'm used to the, I don't know if it's a sweeter taste. I should probably experiment with a hint of sugar or something. I don't know. If I could train myself to like this, it would cost me a lot less, wouldn't it, over the long run? Anyway, I got a couple of these Ginster's Corn vegan pasties. They work out as £1.95 each. I'm going to take one to my gig tonight and save one for my daughter's packed lunch on Monday. Should be alright. This for £1, I got some flat cap mushrooms. Also for £1, some courgettes. And I had a substitution that I rejected. I ordered an aubergine and got 3 onions. They give me tummy aches. I love onions and I do eat them. I cave in and I have them quite often. Like, they're in things like pasties and stuff when you go out, and there's probably a hint of it in some of those ready meals, you know, but I do like it, but I try not to, you know, go the whole hog and put onions in my own cooking, that sort of thing. So I rejected those. I quite like buying my veg in dribs and drabs locally anyway. I specifically moved to an area that has loads of shops on the doorstep. I absolutely love it. I love being in the heart of things where with all the, you know, the hubbub and the throng all around. That suits me personally. I know a lot of people hate that. I love it, and I love that I can just nip out and get some fresh fruit and veg and pop back, or anything else, charity shops, you know, the lot. I love it. Anyway, I noticed we were right out of crisps. I think my daughter's been working away at those. So for £1.30, I got the packet of Seabrooks ready sorted 6-pack. I love these. I think they're the nicest ones that are ready sorted out there, and they're pretty much always the cheapest. Even though they have gone up, they were £1 before the price increases started. It is only a very small haul today, and this is the last of it. For 32 pence each, I got some more chopped tomatoes. I use them so much in cooking. So cheap and nutritious. I've got a feeling it might have been cheaper for the whole ones. I just forgot. I ordered it in a rush and forgot. For £1.10, some tissues. It's 2:10 now, and I am going out at 4:45. So I'm going to pop this lot away now and decide how to structure the rest of my day. I have got some musician stuff to do, some music preppy stuff to do, and I would like to do an hour of technique on my flute down in the cellar. I got addicted to that. I did it yesterday, I did an hour, because recently I've just been working on learning specific tunes rather than working on, you know, exercises for strengthening my fingers and making myself play, you know, more accurately with a more even tone, all that musician-y stuff. I don't always do it all the time. If I haven't got any performances coming up, I might let that go and work on learning repertoire, like memorising stuff instead. But I did an hour of it yesterday and I get so addicted to it. Once I've done it, it just improves my playing so effectively and so quickly, like just after 1 hour, that I get addicted to it. And I'm so motivated to go and do another hour of that before my gig today. So I will be doing that. But let's get this lot away first. I'm just putting the stuff away, and this one says keep refrigerated as well. Yeah, keep it cool. I don't know why, because it's got a really long date on it. Look, October. But, oh, November, that one. So, I don't know. But luckily, as I said, I've got a massive fridge, so there's no problem for me. I'm ready to leave in about 5 minutes. I think the tights match the dress. My daughter might disagree. I've gone for those shoes, my old DMs. I'm sorry I didn't vlog very much until now. I did an hour of technique on my flute in the cellar, as I said, and then I came up, realised how late it was, had a very quick lunch, and had a bath and hair wash. I know I had one yesterday, but I like to have a bath and hair wash before I go to a gig, or a shower and a hair wash. I just don't have a shower. This is why I have a bath all the time. Somebody has asked in the comments, why do you have so many baths? I don't have a shower, so it's like my equivalent. I don't have a deep one, just have a little shallow bath, but you know, that's what we do. Anyway, it's still light. We were in, where were we last night? We were in Chepstow last night, and tonight we're going to Gloucester. I've packed a flask of hot water out of the kettle tonight, and some tea bags and some milk and 2 mugs, because it was only me and Hugh that wanted tea, so I'll just cater for the 2 of us. And I've got my pasty and some salad left over from yesterday. I don't think we're getting fed at tonight's gig, so I am self-catering. We're headed over into England. This flipping lens cap. And I've been looking for it for ages. I must have just put it straight back on, not realised, and then spent ages. I was groping around, wasn't I? Groping down into my legs and all over the floor and looking everywhere, all my pockets, every bit of my bag. I was on my camera the whole time. So there we are. Not quite sure where we are at the moment. There's the Railway Tavern pub at wherever we are. We're near Chipping Sodbury. I have to be careful how I say that. I keep saying it around the wrong way. The Plough. We just passed a signpost, just come into Gloucestershire in the Stroud district. This is very lovely round here, isn't it? Kind of pastel-y shades. Very chocolate boxy, I would say. Oh, what a lovely sight. Blossom, yes. Thank goodness, coming to spring. Seems to have been an extra long winter. Mind you, clocks are going forward tonight, aren't they?
They are.
Ugh.
I get to stay in bed an hour longer.
No, I don't think it works like that. You're thinking about the autumn one. I mean, you can stay in bed an hour longer.
Stay in bed
oh, you just are? Oh, right, okay. No. Oh, to compensate. Yeah. Right, oh, I get you. What do you do when the clocks go forward? Do you just get up an hour later? Are you in a position when you can, or have you got a job and you've got to get up on a Sunday and do that? Or have you got a baby that just wakes up exactly the same time regardless of, you know, the UK clocks? That was always my experience. We've entered the drive for this venue tonight. It's a wedding, isn't it, tonight?
It is.
Yeah, it wasn't a wedding last night. We had a bit of a change, didn't we? Ooh, oh, they look like glamping pods to me. I'm beginning to wonder if we've been here before. You know, quite often we do redo wedding venues. Looks like there's a real fire there. There's a little spire of smoke coming out of there.
Guy.
Oh, you've spied
Drop
Guy,
off
have you?
only, no parking.
We've just got the gear in. This is where we're playing tonight, in this alcove. I'm doing my usual and getting a quick shot of the room before it fills up with people. Oh, more daffodils, nice fresh ones. I can smell them actually, very fragrant. Here's the view from the window. The light's starting to go now. That looks like a pizza oven. That's what that looks like. Oh, look at that. Cool. Nice little seating area out here. Pretty flowers. There's like a minstrel's gallery up there, but we're not up there. We've set up, we haven't sound checked yet, but we're about to. Mick is experimenting today with this black cloth backdrop that he's sort of made, and we're going to see if it deadens the acoustics at all. No idea if it will. It's just a bit of an experiment to see what happens. Well, I'm hiding behind there. And I've forgotten the flipping spoon, haven't I? I've got to make tea without a teaspoon now. This is going to require intelligence. Oh, I think I've got one actually. In my gig bag, I've got cutlery. The sarnie is there. There we are. I was looking after the sandwiches. I think I've got some cutlery in here. Rummage, rummage. well, kind of, yeah. Phew. That was a narrow escape. As you can probably hear, the guests have filtered into the hall. They're poised ready to cut the cake, and I looked up and noticed this feature above us here. I thought it was quite interesting. Got my cup of tea, and Hugh's logged a can of Coke down for me as well, so I'm good for drinks. With 2 dancers in, they're really, really enjoying it. They're noisy and thoroughly loving it. They're so, aren't they enthusiastic? Mick's looking over, noticed me vlogging. Just taking a 2-minute breather. Imo and Mick hungry. Hungry. He's going for a sandwich. We're leaving. We had a really early finish, didn't we? 9 o'clock. They got a brass band coming on. They're all setting up. I bet they're going to be really good. They were all lingering by the loos waiting for us to finish.
And we managed to pack up in 15 minutes.
Cool, blimey.
Which is pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good. They were a lovely crowd, weren't they? They were funny.
They were a good crowd, yeah.
They were entertaining us something rotten. They really
noisy,
were.
But...
Yeah, but they're really enthusiastic. They always are these days at the weddings. I used to do weddings 20 years ago, and quite often people might have been a bit reluctant to get up. But actually now they're just always really hyped for it, aren't they, before we even get started? And they're just, yeah, it's great. Right, I'm starving. I've eaten my pasty long ago. I'm going to have my salad. I've got, oh, do you know what I fancy? Tuck sandwich. Tuck sandwich biscuit.
Tuck sandwich?
Yeah, do you want any?
I don't know what a tuck sandwich is.
Wow, it's a bit processed and rubbishy. I think they're vegetarian.
No, I stick to my marmalade sandwich.
Oh, is that what you've got? Oh, let's have a look at mixed sandwiches. Oh yes, very nice. Oh, that's better. I'd worked up quite an appetite. Heading back into Wales now. Look, just coming up to 11 p.m. Our clocks are going forward soon. No, I prefer fall back to spring forward. I've got to be honest, but there we are. At least it'll be lighter when we arrive at our gigs from now on, so that's a bonus, because it's always nice to see the scenery when we arrive somewhere. Just as I arrived home, my daughter was going to bed. In fact, she just got out of bed and she came out of her room and said, I was just going to bed, but good night, and so she's just gone to bed. Anyway, I am going to get into my pyjamas now, and I'm going to snuggle up and watch a few videos before I go to bed. But thank you so much for watching today's video. Please give it a like, subscribe down below if you'd like to watch more videos from me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.